Elyria Sports Hall of Fame. Talent and belief propelled Elyria Catholic to the girls' state basketball tournament in 2011. Emily Taylor described it as the worst pass of her career, but the result was one for the ages. With Elyria Catholic down by a point in the waning seconds of its Division III regional semifinal against Gilmore Academy at Cuyahoga Falls in 2011, Taylor, a senior point guard on a senior-dominated team, lofted the ball inside to post Ashley Schuster. Schuster did the rest, making the shot and drawing a foul. Her subsequent free throw with 4.7 seconds left gave the Panthers a 48-46 lead. Gilmore missed its last attempt. EC went on to defeat Youngstown Ursuline in the regional final and make it to state for the first time. "I always laugh," Taylor said. "That was probably the worst pick-and-roll pass I ever threw. I think it almost hit the ceiling. I don't know how Ashley caught it. I couldn't take credit for that. It was 100% Ashley." "It was not," EC coach Eric Rothbury said with a laugh. "I can verify she's made a lot worse passes." Elyria Catholic State Semifinal 2010-2011 basketball team will be inducted into the Elyria Sports Hall of Fame along with Eric Barnes, Lindsey Ben Grooms, Chuck Lynch, Danny Reeser, Tracy Sprinkle, and Elyria West's 1984 state championship 400-meter relay team at the Spitzer Center at Lorain County Community College on Saturday. Mark Micha will receive the organization's Distinguished Service Award. "For me, personally, I think that's when I got my 1,000th point in that game," Schuster said of the Gilmore win. "There was a gentleman who had recorded it and we went back and watched it. It was such a pivotal play for us and really, I think, gave us that final energy to get us to state. The fire was really ignited. That was a battle and I really don't think anyone had us winning," Taylor said. "I think that was the story of our team. We were always underdogs and nobody ever really expected Elyria Catholic back then to be good or great or, for that matter, to ever get to a Final Four. I think that was the culmination of it all because I don't think anyone had us over Gilmore. There was so much to that game," Rothbury said. "We really felt if we could beat them, we could get to the Final Four. Gilmore was such a bad matchup. They were big. They had 3 kids that were over 6 foot. We had Ashley, I think we listed her at 5'11", and 5'9", 5'8" was probably next." Taylor led the way against Ursuline in the regional final with 14 points, hitting 6 crucial free throws in the fourth quarter as EC pulled away for a 50-41 win. Taylor, who never missed a game in her 4 years on varsity, played the entire fourth quarter with 4 fouls. Rothbury sat her for just a few minutes before putting her back in. "Emily had 4 fouls in the third quarter," Rothbury said. "That made for some interesting matchups. I wasn't going to miss our chance at getting to state with this kid sitting next to me on the bench." EC was pitted against unbeaten and top-ranked Oak Hill in the state semifinal at Ohio State's Value City Arena. Elyria Catholic built a 31-15 lead with just 10 seconds left in the half, but Mikey Strite hit a three-pointer at the buzzer to slice the deficit to 31-18 at halftime. Oak Hill scored the first 10 points to start the second half and eventually took a 39-38 lead on another last-second three-pointer to end the third quarter. The Panthers cooled off, hitting just 3 of 15 shots the second half. "They came out hot in the second half," Schuster said. "They were ready. We were excited and felt pretty confident. It's always a bummer thinking back. I finally got over it," Taylor said with a laugh when asked about it. "Why'd you bring it up?" "I'm only 32 and I finally got over it. It hurts still. When you're a competitor and you wanted something so bad, it's always going to sting you and drive you. It was in our grasp and, again, I think things happen for a reason. I always believe that and my grandma always said it. When you experience things like that, it makes you a better person. We definitely thought we had a chance to win it all," Rothbury said. "We came out that first half down there and it was probably one of the best halves of basketball we played. They hit that buzzer beater right at the end of the half and it just felt like a gut punch. Without watching the film again, and I think it took me a couple years before I watched it, they hit threes on 3 straight possessions to start the second half. Oak Hill won 53-49 with Taylor finishing with 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 assists and a blocked shot. Schuster scored 16 points, hitting 10 of 14 free throws. She grabbed 8 rebounds and had 1 blocked shot and 2 assists. 8 seniors were on the roster. Taylor, Schuster, Marasia Flowers, Juliana Tremont and Rothgary's daughter, Tori, were the starters. Anna McNeely, Molly O'Malley, and Marie Machavina were the other seniors. Sophomores Brittany McNamara, now the coach at Midview, and Carissa McGrath came off the bench, as did juniors Danielle Laparo, Taylor Steniowski, Bridget Griffin and Marissa Turnus. The kids liked each other, Rothgary said. They played for each other. Sarah Schneider, Mimi Rothgary and Katie Shoemaker had graduated the year before, but they helped set in motion the goal to reach the state tournament the following year by winning the district. Rothgary also had some excellent assistant coaches. Billy Joe Williams, a legend in his own right on the boys' side, was a good friend of Rothgary and agreed to help. Bill Crowell, a veteran coach himself, also assisted. Larry Riddle, who has been with Rothgary for nearly his entire tenure, was also on board. In my mind, it started way back in grade school, Schuster said of the goal to make it to state. We were all at different grade schools, but with Coach Rothgary, we knew by the time we reached high school we were hoping that the foundation of basketball at Elyria Catholic would start to grow and flourish. Taylor, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame individually a year ago, believes the team started what has become one of the premier programs in the state. I joked about it last year, that I wanted to be an Elyria pioneer, Taylor said. I wanted to be at Elyria because of their legacy. I wanted to play for Coach Mike Walsh. I wanted to be an honesty king. I wanted to play with a Ty Dotson. King, 2008, and Dotson, 2009, were Miss Basketball Award winners while playing at Elyria. Taylor envisioned herself in that category. I was crazy for ever thinking I needed to go to Elyria, she said. I think it was bred in who we were as freshmen and how close we were. I had my own Ty Dotson. I had all these shooters. It was a full circle kind of moment. Schuster and Taylor loved playing for Rothgary, who has won 336 games in 17 years at Elyria Catholic. He passed legendary coach Bob Guinta this past season for the most wins in school history. He was always able to make connections, Schuster said. I remember him in grade school. He was the grade school coach for Tori and Mimi. I remember interacting with him and his daughters and playing on an AAU team with him. He has that heart and that compassion for girls basketball at Elyria Catholic. It's just amazing. It started with Mr. Rothgary in the 4th grade before he even took over, Taylor said. He saw what the vision could be. I give him all the credit. This was exactly what we were meant to do.